They're some of the scariest horror movies of the last decade, based on so-called true events. From haunted farmhouses to cursed dolls, the Conjuring Universe claims to pull its stories straight from real-life cases investigated by paranormal legends Ed and Lorraine Warren. But how much of it is real? Today, we're peeling back the shadows, diving into the truth behind the Conjuring Universe, and separating chilling fact from terrifying fiction. The Conjuring Universe Overview. The Conjuring Universe began in 2013 with James Wan's The Conjuring. Its massive success spawned sequels, spin-offs, and prequels, creating a connected web of supernatural tales, all supposedly inspired by the real-life files of Ed and Lorraine Warren, America's most famous paranormal investigators. But when you dig into the Warrens' case files, the truth gets murky. The real stories are often far less dramatic, and sometimes even disputed by the very people involved. The Conjuring, 2013. Let's start with the first film, The Conjuring. It tells the story of the Perron family in the 1970s, who claimed their Rhode Island farmhouse was haunted by a spirit named Bathsheba, a supposed witch who cursed the land. In reality, the Perron family did report strange phenomena: unexplained noises, moving furniture, and chilling cold spots. Lorraine Warren maintained it was a genuine haunting. But here's where fact and fiction split. There's no historical record of Bathsheba being a witch. Andrea Perron, one of the daughters, says the movie exaggerated events for scares, but insists something truly evil was there. Annabelle, 2014, and spin-offs. In the films, Annabelle is a cracked, porcelain-faced doll that moves on its own and tries to kill anyone nearby. The truth? The real Annabelle is a Raggedy Ann doll. No creepy porcelain, no demonic smile. The Warrens claimed the doll was possessed by an inhuman spirit and that it attacked people who doubted its power. Visitors to their occult museum were told not to touch it, and one biker who did supposedly died in a motorcycle crash hours later. But skeptics say the story is pure folklore, a mix of urban legend and the Warrens' skill at storytelling. Still, the doll remains locked in a glass case for safety. The Conjuring 2, Enfield Poltergeist. The sequel moves to 1970s England, focusing on the Enfield Poltergeist, one of the most famous hauntings ever reported. In the film, the Warrens are central to the investigation. In reality, they barely played a role. Most of the real investigation was handled by the Society for Psychical Research. They documented moving furniture, knocking sounds, and Janet Hodgson speaking in a deep, rough voice. But here's the controversy. Some caught Janet faking phenomena, and she admitted to fabricating a small percentage of the events, claiming the rest was real. The Devil Made Me Do It, Arne Johnson case. Perhaps the most controversial, The Conjuring. The Devil Made Me Do It tells the story of Arne Johnson, who in 1981 stabbed a man to death and claimed demonic possession as his defense. The Warrens insisted the possession was real, tied to a prior exorcism of a young man. The court didn't buy it, and Johnson was convicted of manslaughter. He served only 5 years of a 10 to 20-year sentence. Skeptics point out there's zero physical evidence of possession, only testimony from the Warrens and family members. But it remains the first U.S. murder trial where The Devil Made Me Do It was used as a defense. Final thoughts. What's real and what's not? So, what's the verdict? The Conjuring Universe is built on a foundation of real people, real places, and real claims, but heavily reimagined for the big screen. The truth is often less dramatic, and sometimes even disputed. Still, the power of these stories lies in the possibility, the idea that maybe, just maybe, there's something out there we can't explain. Whether you believe in the Warrens' cases or not, the Conjuring Universe has blurred the line between fact and fiction so well that for many, it doesn't matter which is which. If you enjoyed peeling back the curtain on these horror legends, then subscribe for more deep dives.